Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to talk to you about the palm print that you see in front of you. The line which I've drawn in red is called the head line. It's got to do with your area of brain and the head itself and the ability to do all things of communication and marketing and making money and making decisions of every kind, even of the personal kind. So, if you see moles, black moles or red moles near this line which I've marked in red, which is called the headline, then you have to be very careful. I believe that seeing black moles or red moles is not a good sign on the palm. On the rest of the body, it can mean something else, or on the face, it can mean something else. But if on the palm, it's never a very welcome sign. So if you look at this diagram, and if you have a black mole or a red mole right on the line itself, that's a very intensive, strong mole. And that mole is going to give you some kind of problems in any area of life, whether it's financial, health, or to do with personal affairs. Now let's imagine that if you have a mole on the red line, the head line, or nearby it, under the finger I've marked number 1. Then the problems that you would have had would be to do with your ages up to the age of 20. So from the age 1 to 20, there would be some kind of hardship or difficulties or progress or just not getting things done properly. This can appear in any area of life. Now if you have a mark of a mole, red or black, under the finger I've marked number 2, this would be normally a middle-age crisis. This can have to do with your personal affairs like marriage or deep romance, or it can do with areas of finances where the career and the business areas are very active, or it can do about your health as well. And so these periods are normally from the age of 20 to about 35, if it's under your finger mark number 2. Now if you have a mole on your headline or around nearby your headline, and it's under the finger at mark number 3. That is more or less from the age of about 36, 37 onwards up to the age of 50. And so these are very important ages where the best part of a person's life in business or in career or family is supposed to be the most productive and the most peaceful and happy. But with this red or black mole, you are going to have some severe problems. Now if it's on the area of love and romance, these black moles under any finger can show separation or divorce. And in areas of health, they can show severe health accidents or health problems. And if it is got to do with finances, it can be being cheated or being let down. So let's go back to the mole under finger number 3. And so that's up to about the age of 50, from the age of 35 to 50. And since it's under the finger number 3, which we call the finger of the sun, it's a lot to do with your reputation, a lot to do with the demand for you and your popularity. If a mole is seen under that finger, near the headline or on the headline, that's bad news, because it can show a downtrend to the demand for you, and financial issues can also become a big burden. Now let's imagine that if you have a mole which is under the finger mark number 4, well, that means basically that nervousness and anxiety problems, got to do with even physical problems like your spine, or to do with breathing problems, are going to be felt very badly. Number 2, it also means that your financial standing can weaken tremendously from the ages of 50 onwards. So you have to be careful that the money that you have saved and the money that you have can be easily lost by being cheated or being let down by promises made by other people. It's a mole often seen on the hand of a gambler or one who is very active in financial speculation. So if you have a mole like this under the little finger, tell yourself that you're going to hold on to whatever money you have and keep it very carefully. Now all these moles can have to do with 3 areas of your life, as I've mentioned: area of love, romance, marriage; area of finances, business, career; and also health areas. So the ages I've given, if you have a mole at that particular age, don't wait for that particular age. Try earlier to plan how you can safeguard from having such problems. All right? Okay then. Thank you and goodbye.